So one more time over here, guys. I have the side control. I was able to get the person's hands out of the way. And I get over here. Look, it's almost like you take a shot and then you hit the shot, you know, you cut the person's neck open, you're good to go. So you need to just organize to do everything right. But then sometimes people get over here and the person is not moving. But then the other person start moving on top like too much. I don't know if you guys can see it, but if I go too far, all my pressure start going to one side of his head and not against his neck. So I'm taking the pressure like away from the position. So once I get over here, once I feel like my shoulder is aligned with the shoulder, I don't want to keep driving and push more. I have to make sure like my head is going straight like towards his feet, and I'm staying lined up with him. And if I shift my hip a little bit, I tend to start losing my balance. If he move, I get off of balance, so I'm gonna lose the position too. So the most important as a base over here is to have my body aligned with him. So my body's alignment so I don't fall, and my body's alignment so I make sure all the pressure goes against his neck. I have the other hands connect. I start doing the squeeze. I stay aligned with his body, and my feet stay on the ground. Not my knee. I'm not putting just my knee. I'm just putting like my toes on the ground just to stay in the position. And then I'm putting a constant pressure. I'm not doing like 100% and like on my arm style, I'm taking a little bit of pressure. I'm putting 100% and my arm is getting tired and put a little bit less pressure. I'm keeping like a steady pressure. I find alignment. I get my shoulder pressure against his neck. I keep everything tight and just tight squeeze. If I start like putting pressure and take it out, every time I take it out, I feel like he take a deep breath again. So I have to keep a slow pressure, but constant pressure. And I trust on that pressure because I know his head is in place. So I was able to get here, keep his head locked, and just keep the pressure. And I don't need to take much. I just cannot lose the position. And usually people lose the position because they start to adjust the position. They start to like move, and then they post a bump and then they lose the position, they end up on the bottom. So all I'm doing, I land over here. I know I'm aligned with his legs. Now what I have to do is just to keep my feet a little bit wide. If I put my feet together, I'm gonna roll. So I don't wanna roll, I wanna just keep my leg kind of like slightly spread out. It's not completely spread out too, but just slightly spread out. And my feet post, because once he bumped, my feet has to post. He bumped the other way, my feet has to post, and I have the position. And guys, you see someone that's side control. When I'm teaching and I see my students drilling, I go look, I find they're doing the move and the person's head is like this. They almost touch like the person's head like closer to the shoulder. So you just have to do the same choke with the same squeeze with your body lined up with his body. One more time. And if you're not sure, you just have to walk and practice that so you can have that sense of like, oh, I'm going too far. If my feet start walking too much, look, I can see the line of his leg. If my feet start passing towards the line, it means like I'm changing the course of his body. And so his head is not going to be straight. So I clean up his hand, I drop the other hand, I go and just go quick. Once I get over here, hands connect and drop the shoulder. One more time. I clean up, swing, drop, and stop. This hand, like I said, if I take too long to connect, I'm gonna lose the choke because he's gonna break out. So this hand has to be quick, tucking. As I get over here, I just drop my shoulder. My feet is still on the ground, and I just maintain like a steady squeeze, because has to be the type of squeeze that can last long. I feel, I never count, but I feel when I do the choke, I do the type of squeeze that I feel like I can hold maybe 2 minutes, that choke. I can hold that choke like I'm not going 100%, I'm going like a 6%, maybe 7% if the person is really tough. But most like I'm just like, I feel I can hold maybe 2 minutes on that choke. I don't think if I have a perfect choke, I don't think nobody really lasts that long, because it's like a choke. It's like you have your head under the water, you're not breathing. But like you're gonna have the other person like get it choked if you just keep a steady pressure. And then obviously like that's what you want. You want to make the other person tap from there. But first, you have to make sure you have your body alignment with his body.